liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
More than the market value Forbes puts on Lockheed Martin and Boeing. More than the major car makers. More than Target, Sony, and Nike. That is how valuable Facebook is. The company started by Mark Zuckerberg just 7 years ago. Or is it? Not if you ask Douglas Rushkoff, an author and respected teacher on new media. Is Facebook, in your view, worth $50 billion?
No, Facebook's not worth $50 billion. I mean, it's just not. I mean, what people think is that Facebook in the future might be worth more than $50 billion. But for Facebook to be worth more than $50 billion, it would have to become a permanent fixture.
Hold on to that thought. We'll get back to it. But first,
people want to go on the internet and check out their friends, so why not build a website that offers that?
Where did that number, 50 billion, come from?
I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
The hit movie The Social Network certainly pushed the idea that Facebook is worth a fortune.
This idea is potentially worth millions of dollars.
Millions.
The film itself has made around $100 million in the U.S. alone, and Facebook is undeniably a sensation, with approximately 600 million worldwide users, enough influence to make its founder Times Person of the Year, and yet the $50 billion price tag came from a far less flashy source. Goldman Sachs, the big investment firm, because they reportedly paid $500 million for 1% of Facebook, and 500 million times 100 is 50 billion. South of San Francisco, however, in the home of internet fortunes, Silicon Valley, where Facebook itself will soon move,
no one is offering $50 billion at all for Facebook.
Liz Beyer is an analyst who makes her living helping investors figure out what companies, especially internet firms, are worth. And she says no one here really has any idea about Facebook's value, even though they all concede it could be a lot.
Oh, Facebook is definitely worth something because it's a company that's collected more personal information about 600 million, theoretically, individuals than any company has ever had access to. And marketers love that information.
That is the real fortune of Facebook. Access to all that information about consumers, what music and movies we like, where we shop, how much we spend, what we eat, where we vacation, who our friends are.
The user is not the customer of Facebook. The user is the product. The customer of Facebook are the people paying Facebook. And who's paying Facebook? Market research firms and advertisers.
It's always been our number one goal, is just to serve people and help them share information and stay connected with the people that they care about.
Facebook has repeatedly and publicly spoken about its commitment to protecting the privacy of its users. But analysts say the judicious use of all that information has to form the economic backbone of the company, because it allows ads to be put right in front of the most likely buyers with unprecedented accuracy. But
it's one thing for me to send that to my friends. It's something else for someone to try to use that information to market to me. Now, maybe the folks who will be marketed to will be happy to have ads from their real interests. Maybe they won't. We'll see.
It comes back to that phrase earlier. Facebook must transform itself from a wildly popular social network into a money-making machine. As Rushkoff says, a permanent fixture on the internet. And that will be tricky.
When Facebook goes over that line, as it will have to justify its valuation, and starts more blatantly selling us and who we are to its real customers, is when people are going to get that itchy feeling.
You believe that it could truly become not popular overnight.
Right, or if not overnight, then over a year.
So we're back to the question, is it worth $50 billion?
It could be 50, it could be less, it could be more. Without the data underneath, without more financial analysis, none of us know.
With ongoing legal battles over who had the idea for Facebook, no one close to the financial records is talking. When we contacted Goldman Sachs to ask why they thought it was worth investing $500 million in Facebook, they politely said no comment. When we called Facebook, we received this short, written statement. We're focused on creating a useful service and building our business for the long term. The long term may be Facebook's biggest challenge.
Do you think there are people within 10 miles of us right now who are scheming as hard and fast as they can to knock off Facebook?
Oh, I would bet my house on it.
10 years from now, what do you think we will say about Facebook?
Those of us who still mention Facebook 10 years from now will mention it in the same sentence as AOL and Friendster and MySpace, as yet another thing that we thought was invincible and turned out to be another passing fad.
Who is right ultimately depends on how many people will remain Facebook's friends as it tries to realize its value, and how many will not.